Hello and welcome to SMTV Live on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Jonathan Sellers.
You know, it's the first Tuesday after the first Monday of November 2012, and sadly there is really nothing going on in the news to report about.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dead news day.
Can't think of a thing.
Nope.
Except for maybe Instagram. It's interesting. Instagram reported on their blog, and this has been spread around to all the major news sources now, that Instagram is developing a web profile option. And we just reported yesterday on SMTV that Twitter is actually developing some photo filters to be more like Instagram. So this is a little bit crazy to me that Instagram now wants to be like Twitter, and Twitter wants to be like Instagram.
Right. And one thing I don't understand, Duncan, is like we were talking, there's really no need to have an Instagram profile, portal via the web. Unless you don't have the app, which the majority of users do have the app because it is now on both Android and Apple platforms. So
right.
I'm really not sure why. Will people have enough time to, when they're checking their Facebook, when they're checking their Twitter, when they're checking their Pinterest, will they want to log into a Instagram site to look at profiles? I don't know. I mean, I feel like people's time is already stretched thin. What do you feel like?
I totally agree. You know, the one area where this could be beneficial is for businesses. Because right now you have to be an individual and everything comes through your individual Instagram profile. You have to set up something separate on your own phone, on your own device for your business Instagram if that's what you want to run. This may allow businesses to have better control and better use of all the features that Instagram offers from something like a business type page.
And then maybe if they could incorporate a bulk photo uploader or something like that.
Oh, that could be interesting, to do old photos.
Right, to do old photos, and also, if you want a set of photos all to look one way, then maybe you could just use a filter to, and they could upload all the photos all at once instead of just one individually, like you do with the app.
If you bulk upload a bunch of old Polaroids in Instagram, they end up looking normal.
Oh. I didn't know that.
It's a little known fact. Also happening today, of course, the election, 2012 election.
Dun, 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 dun.
One thing that people are talking about related to Instagram, actually, is the number of states that do not allow taking a photo of your completed ballot. So make sure that you know if you're in a state where that is illegal, do not post a photo of your completed ballot.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. On election 2012.
That is a big no-no. Yeah.
We don't want any of our viewers to go to jail or have any trouble or get fined. So we appreciate you guys very much. So please refrain from posting pictures of your completed ballot. I know here in Texas we're not even allowed to bring our phones into the ballot vote area. So please refrain from posting those photos.
Yeah, make sure you are aware of those rules. And as always, whenever you have a question or a topic you'd like us to discuss on the broadcast, please send it over to us. We're always interested in what you're working on, and we would love to be involved.
You can email us your questions to questions@splashmediau.com, or you can tweet them to us by using the hashtag SMTVQuestions.
Let's start out today with our first question from Owen. Owen wants to know, how much time do we need to spend on our social media?
Owen, that's a complicated answer, I'd say, because it just really depends on what you're looking to get out of your social media, what your goals are, how much you've already set up or established yourself in the social media realm. I mean, if you're fairly well established, I mean, it should be kind of routine to only spend a few hours a day or a week, I should say, posting new blogs or coming up with Facebook posts or tweets. But if you're just starting out, obviously it does take a little bit longer to make sure your graphics are correct, to make sure you have all of your descriptions and everything optimized the way you want. So, I mean, it just really depends on where you are in the process and sort of what you're looking for to get out of your social media experience, what your goals are.
Right. It so much depends on what the goals of the business are, because if you have someone full-time working on social media for your business, that's a totally different answer than if you have someone who is also doing all of your other marketing, or not even a marketing department, and someone just doing this on the side where they can fit it in. It's going to be a very different answer, because if you have someone full-time, you can always find something else for them to do. They can do Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blogging. It's just
Pinterest, whatever they want to do.
Instagram now.
Instagram now.
It's endless.
There's plenty of stuff for them to do. Google Plus. I mean, they could be all over the place, but obviously you want to be strategic, and like we say all the time, Duncan, you want to know where your customers are. You want to do a little research before you get involved so that you don't waste your time with your social media. You want to be where your customers are and where you're going to get the most feedback and engagement and really benefit the most for your business.
So that is the bottom line.
Susan wrote to us, and I'm glad, Susan, I want to say I'm so glad you asked this question because Duncan is the perfect man to answer it. What are some good tweets for my dress store?
Oh, so you came to the
Duncan,
right people.
the fashion
Jonathan
expert.
and Duncan,
Yes.
the dress experts on social media. Well, you know, I had to go for a little help here, so I took a look at Dress Barn on Twitter. And what they do a great job of is what we usually recommend, and that's talking about current issues. So talk to your audience about what they're doing right now. The first one here from 3 hours ago. Your vote equals your voice. Let your voice be heard, and your vote if you're John Voight. A little bit of inspiration, an image here that actually has a quote on it. Talks a little bit about Hurricane Sandy. This is great. They're using people there at Dress Barn, a message from their president. So they're really making it personal. They're giving the brand a soul, which is something we talk a lot about. And here down a couple tweets later, save 30% on your entire regular price purchase. So they do that great mix of here's a little bit of sales, but 90% is stuff that we want, that our customers really want to know about.
Duncan, I know when you tweet about the dresses you wear, you like to talk about the color, what kind of heels you were wearing, you know, all of the stuff, how you did your hair. So you have a lot of different
I asked you not
experience
to
with
follow that account. That's why I have 2 Twitter accounts.
Sorry.
Chris wants to know, how long should my blog posts be?
Well, Chris, it just depends on really what you're blogging about. I mean, we recommend generally 200 to 250 words just because you don't want them to be too long. I mean, a lot of people have, you know, so much they have to do every day. They don't have time to read, you know, a huge Dead Sea Scroll worth of blog posts. So I would recommend try to keep it short, but obviously if you have a lot you need to discuss, you know, make some blogs longer and a little bit more detailed. That's just what I would recommend. What do you feel like?
No, I totally agree. People don't want to spend their time reading hundreds and hundreds of words, and there are solutions for both ends of this problem. There are solutions if you have too much to write about, break it up into a series. Great way to take advantage of the same key phrases in a couple of different posts. If you have too little to write, take some posts that you already have up there and do a year-end summary. These are the top posts. Do a top 10 list of, you know, trends in your industry. There are ways around both of those problems, either having too much or too little.
Also, sharing images and videos always work great on your blog.
Absolutely.
You want to make them, you know, beautiful and vibrant and have some really exciting content. So those are 2 other suggestions I would use to help spice your blog up without being too wordy. So
those are great ideas.
Blake wrote to us, I want to use Pinterest for my dental office. How do I promote it?
Are you sure, Blake? I'm just imagining, it's probably a great idea. I'm just imagining these images on Pinterest of rotting, decaying teeth.
And a drill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could do a before and after thing. I actually went to Pinterest and I searched for dentist, and I'm sure you could do the same thing for teeth. But there's some fun stuff on here. You could do, this is kind of fun, you could do some memes. This is, why does the dentist talk to you if you can't respond? You could have fun with your company, have fun with your dental practice. And you could also do some before and after pictures. You could do, you know, this is what the patient looked like before, and this is the bright new smile that we gave the patient afterward. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, you know, if I was a dentist too, you could always, you know, if you want to use Pinterest, you could think about show us your pretty smile or something like that, and, you know, do a little contest or something like that. That's another way you could do. Or, you know, just get people, you know, I have a dentist or the dentist market, I think, in Dallas is very competitive because a lot of dentists offer different things, like they'll offer free teeth whitening, or they'll offer, you know, a massage chair when you're done with your experience, or something like that. So you could play up those unique selling points of your business on your Pinterest page and sort of show pictures of people, you know, receiving those benefits and enjoying them. I mean, that sets you apart. Why not display it? Show it off.
Absolutely, and I think, and to gear toward that question, which was about promoting your Pinterest page, just do it the same way that you would do your Facebook, your Twitter. Put it in emails. If you send an email to clients about, you know, upcoming specials, like you mentioned, this kind of promotions, put it on your business card, promotional materials. Put the little Pinterest logo on there. Lots of different ways to promote Pinterest. Cross-promoting it through your other social channels is a great idea too.
Mm-hmm. Also, I mean, talk about what the best toothbrush is. I don't know. You know,
ideas
take
for
pictures
Pinterest,
of toothbrushes and floss, and I don't know, maybe that would help.
That's true. There are a lot more options than just the bad-looking teeth.
Yeah.
Because it's a practice.
Duncan always wants to focus on the negative when it comes to teeth.
Such a pessimist on Pinterest. I'm a Pinterest pessimist.
That's exactly what you are. I tried to say that 2 times fast, but I don't know. I might mess it up.
I could even say your voice,
Pinterest
your vote.
pessimist. Pinterest pessimist. Oh well.
That's going to do it for today. We really do need to stop it there. We want to thank you for joining us this Tuesday afternoon. Keep those questions and topic ideas coming in. For Splash Media, I'm Duncan Gilman.
And I'm Jonathan Sellers. Be sure you have a great day and go vote.